Hi, welcome back to Bite Size Guide Quick Tips. The first tip we've got today is if you want to move one of your clips up or down your timeline without disturbing anything else. And we'll show you exactly how to do that. There's two methods. The first method is on the keyboard, you hold down Control and Shift. And then also on the keyboard, with your clip highlighted, you press the right chevron, and that is the same button that's got your full stop on. So you press the right chevron, and your clip moves right. And if you want to go the other way, you keep your fingers on Control and Shift, left chevron, which is the same key as the comma key. And if you press that, it goes the other way. So that's a very nice way of swapping your clips over. The second method for moving a clip up and down your timeline is if you hold Control and Shift on your keyboard, and then with your left mouse button, you hold onto that clip and keep hold of it. You can actually just drag it without having to go up and down one at a time. Now what you'll notice is, as you're dragging along, if you keep your eye on the 2310, you can see there arrows have appeared. That means that that clip will drop exactly in between the two clips. Now if we didn't have those arrows, what it would do, it would plonk it in the middle of the clip. So if you wanted to put it somewhere specifically in the middle of a big clip, then it will just do that for you. But if you want it accurately on the joint, you pull it across until you get the arrows, and then that's when you know that the clip underneath is not going to be cut in half. It's actually going to put it right at the beginning of the joint. And we'll let go at that, and there it is. So that's two methods of moving clips up and down your timeline without disturbing any of your other clips and messing your timeline up. Our next quick tip is the delete through edit. Now, if you've got a clip on your timeline and you want to put a correction in there, for instance, sound, for a small portion of it, what we would normally do is Control B to put the marker in, and then we move it along, move things around just a little bit to there, and then put another marker in. And then what we can do, for instance, is drag that down so that part of the clip is quieter. Now, if we go later on and realise that we didn't want to do that, or we've changed our mind, once you've saved it and come out of DaVinci Resolve, you can't do a Control Z to go back. Obviously, the Control Z only works for that session that you're on. So one way of being able to recover that is to find that clip in your media pool and drag it over the top and replacing the whole thing. The problem arises is if your ends of the clip have been pulled in, or you've got a transition there. So when you pull the replacement clip over the top, it doesn't actually fit anymore. So then you've got to mess about trying to make it fit, which is a real pain. But what you can do is do a through edit delete. What you can do, if you hover your mouse over the line and you get those two brackets facing opposite, if you right click on it, you can do a delete through edit. And as long as this line is perforated, that means that the actual clip itself is intact. So you can do a delete through edit on these perforated lines. And then it's gone. And then we need to do the same on the other side. Right click, delete through edit. And it's got rid of that. And it's got rid of the sound reduction in the middle. So you're back to square one again. Get out of jail free card, as they say. Quick tip number 3. Recovering deleted audio or video clips from your timeline. If you come back to your project and you realise on the timeline that part of your audio track has disappeared, you've deleted it by accident without noticing, you've come out of it and then gone back into it later, you can't do a Alt-Z because you've done too many changes since then, or you've started a new session. What you can do, drag your playhead over that clip. And then on your keyboard, press F for Freddy. And then bring your mouse over the display at the top. And you get 2 icons. One represents the video portion of that clip. And that icon represents the audio portion of that clip. So what you can do to recover the audio on there, with your left mouse button, you can grab that and drag it back in and drop it in the gap. And there we are. You've recovered the audio. Now also, we can press F. You can do the same for video, but you can recover it, or you can do a copy of your video as you can with the audio. So you can grab with the left mouse button your video icon, then you can drag it down. And what we'll do, we'll drag this down over onto a new video track and let go. And there we've got a copy of that video onto a different track. If you found this video useful, please give us a thumbs up and click on subscribe. And also, please leave a comment. The more comments we get, the more improvements we can make to these videos, and the better and more useful they'll be to people in the future. I'm Phil, and this is Bite Size Guide. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.